books. I have so many books. Recently, my friend John Garrett was sending a book off basically around the world, seeing what people could get from this book. And then my friend D-Man made a video receiving the book. It made me think, man, I have a lot of books. I have a lot. I have this one. This one, interestingly enough, was given to me in high school. I was in this English class and the teacher was really cool with us. And one day she got a lot of books from an author and she wanted us to read it. So we did. I hadn't read in a long time. I mean, I'm guilty of being that student that went on SparkNotes, went on any website that I could find to get like the shortened version of all the books that we were in charge of reading. But this one I was actually reading. And I remember that I got to a certain part and it was just, I mean, I am a big fan of people who write stories from different viewpoints. If it starts with a character and then it cuts at one part and then it shows another perspective from everything that just happened, but through another character, I'm so on that. And this book was kind of like that. There was parts where I was like, wait, what's happening? What? Didn't that already happen? But no, it's like, oh, that's what led to this. This book was really good. I never finished it, which gets me to the next topic. So I have all these books, and I've read 0 of them completely. It's not that I don't like reading, it's that I just have never put my time into it. Like a lot of things, like I've said, running is one of them. But yeah, I remember in elementary, they were doing this thing where if you read a book, you would get a certain prize or something of acknowledgement that you read a book. And my friend would always be on top of things. And he started a series of unfortunate events. And he was getting through all of them. And he was finding out more and more things about the book. And I wanted to find out the same things. So I started reading them with him. And then I was like slowly catching up to him, but then he finished the series and I was like, well, there's no point in trying to beat him now. So I kind of stopped the series as well. I guess I like competition in a way, but I'm not in school anymore. So that means that I have a lot more time on my hands. Of course, I always put the excuse that I don't have much time. I have other things to do. And that is true, but I think if I put myself to read at least 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes, I can finish these books. And that's my little challenge to myself. I want to start one of these, and if I start one of the ones that I've already started, I'll read it from the beginning so that I can understand where it's starting. But this one looks really interesting. The Black Hour. I don't know what it's about, but it's gonna be my first book. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try reading at least 20 minutes a day. If not, then 20 minutes get added to whatever day I start. So that means that it's just gonna be a challenging thing to myself. And I'm saying this, it's gonna be complicated because this thing has 330 pages or something. Yeah, 330. So I should be able to complete it. It looks interesting. So I'm gonna start with that. And then afterwards, we'll see. If at one point I get sent the book, I will also try and do that. But yeah, that's my little thing on books galore. I have a lot, but I've yet read none. Completely. Like I said, I started these 2, never finished them. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see, and hopefully I learned something. Maybe reading some of these will get my creativity going and influence more videos. We'll see. Anyways, do you have any favorite book? Like I said, my favorite book out of all of these was this one. I also have this other book that comes to mind, The Library Card. It's a elementary school book, but it was one of those first books that I read that had that type of style where it switches characters and it gives different viewpoints of what happens. And if you ever have the time to check that one out or check out A Visit from the Goon Squad, whatever it is that you do, make sure that you live life, you do it right, you keep on smiling, catch you all on the flippity flop. I don't know why I did it like that. Bye!